Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Studies say the time it takes you to smoke a cigarette actually equals the time that a cigarette will take off your life. Advocates Sarah Moriarty and Baxter Chandler are here to tell us a little bit more. Today is a great day in the anti-smoking movement. It's the Great American Smokeout. What's it all about?
The Great American Smokeout is a day to really either plan a quit attempt or to honor an ex-smoker, to really highlight the success. It's such a hard, difficult thing to take on. So it's a day to really go out and celebrate an ex-smoker.
I like that we have a day that's all about quitting smoking because oftentimes, for so many people, it's so hard and you think you're in it alone. So this day provides a community for it.
It's very hard. It's one of the most difficult things to do. So it's really important to have a day like this that recognizes the struggle and helps people kind of get on track, make a plan, figure out what they're going to do.
And it's the Great American Smokeout, but we need to be eliminating all tobacco products. We were talking about the OTPs, the other tobacco products, and they might actually be on the rise. They're not declining at the rates that smoking are.
Yeah, we're seeing that because they're so inexpensive and they're really targeted towards youth, that there's kind of an up spike in that usage.
So we need to help exit out. That's why today is a great day to do that. Let's talk to people at home who might be, smoking a cigarette right now. Let's say people are making an attempt to quit. What do they need to know? What are some tips that can help them quit smoking?
I think most importantly would be to pick a day, plan it, start thinking about how you're going to handle your withdrawals and your triggers.
The preparation is really big with this. I mean, there's the good news, bad news with trying to quit smoking is that the bad news is that nicotine is incredibly addictive, so there's that strong chemical addiction to it. And then there's the habit, there's all the things good things that people get out of it. It reduces their stress, it keeps the weight off. So people really have to think ahead of time what they get out of their smoking and figure out how they're going to cope with it once they've stopped.
And something they can do is change their routine too. That's a big thing that we need to do.
Yeah, I mean, triggers are a really big thing with anyone who has a habit such as smoking. Like if you smoke when you drive, if you smoke after you eat a meal, really being conscious of those things so that you can come up with a plan to put something else in place of that when you're going through the process. I think that's really helpful.
And we really emphasize, this idea that, the habits, the coping, all that's really important, but not to forget that there's that chemical part of it, that people are chemically addicted to the nicotine. So preparing and talking to your doctor or your care provider about getting the nicotine patch, the gum, all of which you can get over the counter now. What medications might be helpful to help them through the withdrawals? I think people underestimate how difficult it's going to be. They try to quit smoking without using these things. They're not successful and they think it's too hard. So I really emphasize the idea of planning ahead and planning how you're going to deal with the withdrawals once you quit smoking.
So I'm glad that today is the Great American Smokeout. Everybody at home, make today your day. And if it doesn't work, try again.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in today. And still